Well, hello, my fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. Wow. I got a lot of great comments on the other numerology that I did, and I have to apologize. I just assumed everybody saw all the other videos. So lots of people are like, wow, what's that book? How do you figure it out? And I was like, oh, I should know better. So I'm using, it's called Your Right Action Number, and it's by Dr. Juno Jordan. And this book is from 1980. And you can only get it at secondhand bookstores, either online or your local bookstore. Um, so I wish I had a link for you, but I don't. Sorry. So you have to do your own search for that. So how do you figure out what number you are at, though? So you take your birthday, not the year you were born, your birthday. So we're going to do William's. And William's birthday is June 21st. We had 6 and 21. And 2026 is a number 1 because 2 plus 2 is 4 plus 6 is 10. And you reduce it down to 1, one single digit, and 1 plus 0 equals 1. So we add 1 for 2026. So everybody gets plus 1 for 2026. So it equals 28, and then 2 plus 8 is 10, and 1 plus 0 is 1. So William is having a 1 year, a 1 year. And like I said, for copyright reasons, I don't want to just read this whole book to you. What I'm doing is I'm doing royals until all the numbers are done, and then you can look and see what your number is for the year. So we've done 7 and 8. That was the king and the queen, and now we're going to do 1 and 2, and that's William and Catherine. And it just so happens they're couples, and their numbers are one after another like that. All right. So if you're having a number 1 personal year, your right action, just like Prince William, is you are now entering one of 9-year cycles which shape your life and encourage your progress throughout your lifetime. Interesting. It also tests your character as a human being and makes you ready for the next round of human experience. Isn't that something else? The feeling and desire to move forward, to improve situations, to do something about present conditions, to get on in the world will influence your thoughts and desires. This is a natural urge, both material and spiritual. It is your right action motive all this important year from January through December. Life never remains the same for long. Otherwise, there would be stagnation instead of progress, and humanity would die on the vine. If you are not aware of a desire, a sort of inner unrest, or need to improve something in your situation or environment, or even your character, at least become alert to what is going on around you. Otherwise, you may be taken by surprise to find circumstance has acted for you. It is advisable to overhaul your way of living. Make an effort to put your best foot forward. Take up a hobby or activity that will freshen your thinking and broaden your general activities now during your number 1 opportunity. The events of the year are not unnecessarily world-shaking, nor do they completely change all that you are doing, unless you want them to or plan for them. But they do indicate that now is the time for improvement, advancement, and a new grip on your undertakings. The new cycle is a push forward and to prevent you from getting in a rut. People unconsciously begin to grow old or let down a little when they fail to recognize this beginning again. Life then slowly passes them by. Be determined if you have new plans and desires, but move forward wisely and consider all undertakings carefully. They can only work out gradually as 12 months of the year pass by. Your number 1 personal year is like a crossroad. You stand between the old and the future. Boy, that's where William exactly is. The future depends on you. Look ahead, take a stand in your mind at least. Do not be impulsive, for there are many decisions to be made month by month before you can fully accomplish what you started to do when the year began. Reach out for the new opportunity. Wow, so it's like the energies are behind William's back. Like it's almost like fated that this would be the year he became king in his one personal year. Comment: the number one personal year is a renewal year. Everyone needs something new from time to time. Change is the watchword of progress. Possessions wear out and need to be repaired, renewed, revamped, or remodeled, requiring time and planning. This is part of living. It is especially so during this beginning year. Even our characters need remodeling. This may be true for you too, when your self confidence, self esteem, courage, energy, and faith in the future are tested by right action now. A number one personal year is not an easy year. It is a very active year, and there will be many decisions to make. Other people will be involved, and there will be many things to be taken care of before the final plan is fully revealed. Well, once he becomes king and then he's got to do the coronation, it would be a very busy year for him. To an active person, there may seem to be the ordinary run of daily events. To another, living a carefully organized life, events may seem like problems. It is according to one's way of life that events occur. So it sounds like there's lots of events in your one personal year. It is only when we try to hold on to people, situations, and possessions above all else that the unexpected can disrupt the present way of life. The number one personal year is a good year in that it renews opportunity, quickens the spirit of doing, and keeps life moving forward. Make your activities worthwhile to others as well as yourself. Rewards come in this way. During the early months of the year, it is advisable not to be hasty, impulsive, or too determined against all good advice. Progress now depends on you and your ideas, but others have interests too, and it must be considered. You may think that they are holding you back, but remember now is a good time for planning. During the first part of the year, health matters of the family or associates could demand time and attention. Yeah, that would be his dad. When you are preparing to do other things, take this as part of the delay of the moment. Avoid resentment or anxiety. Worry or strain could affect your own health. In the spring, your plan should begin to get underway or to be more defined, bringing much duty in May. And how many times we've done cards, something big is happening in May and April in the royal family. Take time out in June to think things over and seek advice and inner guidance, not by being over anxious, as ideas may need time to set down roots. This is not a time to force issues. Many results will begin to come to a head in August, and by December, you will be at work on the plans of the year. During the year, select these colors in flowers or decorations: flame, lilac, copper, and crimson. In business, get together with associates for business improvement. So work with the palace, work with the firm, work with the courtiers. In marriage, encourage self-development. Children, teach self-reliance. In-laws, encourage a new interest. Well, now his in-laws are going to be the in-laws of a king and queen, and um, that might be something, maybe he wants to bring them into the fold somehow. Human relationships. Be an inspiration to others. So now I have to go all the way to his 9. He's in a 9 personal year right now. So let's read his December in a 9 personal year. This is really a vacation month, a time to do pleasant things. It is the last month before you must get busy. Entertain others, spend enough money to give you the feeling of personal importance and enjoyment of life youth, and living, but not with extravagance or foolish impulse. If you desire to take a trip for change or fun, do so, but join with friends for a generally happy Christmas. Be creative and constructive and help others to enjoy life. Something will be different, or you may feel that you are alone or not with your usual activities, but this will be of your own doing. So it is not a problem, and there is so much to gain in the way of friendship and pleasure that you will be pleasantly busy and in some way inspired by what you are doing. An opportunity may present itself for you to express your talents and abilities in a nice way. Talk, conversation, lectures, letters prove interesting. Talk a lot too and have fun, but do not say too much about your future plans at this time, right? That's called treason. An opportunity is present to advance though through your talents and artistic ability and along the lines of your career. And by this time, just before you open your new cycle of experience, you should be ready to take a step forward toward a more permanent plan for building your future now that so much is cleared up and settled. Perhaps we will hear something about Harry. A mixture of feelings may be present during the holidays, but others will be nice to you. Friendship should prove helpful, and you may enjoy this setup very much. All right. So if you are number one, so I've done number 7 and 8. So I'm doing number 1, and next is number 2. So I will show you again how to figure out your number, and I'm going to go through all the numbers eventually. So keep on listening. See you over there. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.